everyone, so today we are going to make a new kind of video, a new kind of content. If you see the camera moving, it's normal because I kind of lost my trépied. I'll put translation on the screen. Today we are going to make a portfolio making video because, as you all know, from September to February it's like the portfolio timing of the year. So as I want to apply to art school, some art schools in my country, which is France, I need to make portfolio. As I need to apply to art schools this year, for February 2025, I need to make my portfolio right now. I actually started it back in September of 2024, even earlier. I am applying for the Gobelin Animation School. I applied for the bachelor, so I have a lot of prompts to make. In total, I have to make 60 artworks / drawings because not everything has to be finished. It can be just sketches or studies. So for now, I made half of it, and I'm going to show you today my process into making the dynamic poses. I had to make at least 10 dynamic poses, which is characters in doing things, running, jumping. So I'm going to show you the time lapses of me making all the drawings. So I made 10. My process was to first draw a little sketch on my sketchbook. Usually I make these when I'm at school, in class, because I get bored a lot in class. Then I draw it on my iPad on Procreate, and then finally I print it out, and then I use my tablet in order to kind of draw it on paper and then color it. But I do the colors on Procreate as well because I want to choose the colors before putting it right on the drawing. Why do I do as many steps? It's because you have to have more traditional drawings than digital drawings, and as I am more used to draw on the iPad, it sucks. Honestly, it sucks. So I have to find ways to draw traditionally. So this is the first character that I drew. I made it long ago, to be honest. So she's supposed to be a kind of stereotypical ninja-inspired warrior. She's inspired from a character from a book that I've read that I don't remember the name of, but the character has moon-shaped, crescent-shaped knives, and I thought it looked really, really cool, at least in my head, because she doesn't really exist. Then I made this kind of female gangster with her balaclava, I don't really remember the name in English. So she's supposed to be a bank robber. Honestly, it's kind of hard to make characters who don't look stereotypical, and I don't want to offend any gingers, but I don't know, ginger hair looks gorgeous and the character has that ginger energy. Oh, you can see at the end that I changed my mind on the color. I know I need to diversify the characters they make because I made a lot of women. They are, almost all of them are skinny, but they look cool at the end of the day. I also wanted to revisit the classical ideas of supervillains and superheroes to make them more minimalistic, more pleasant to the eyes, and not less comic-ish, you know what I mean. Then I made a Calico Cat inspired character, and you can see that I forgot to add the tail at the end, which kind of loses the cat energy, to be honest, so it doesn't look right. The legs and the feet also look right, they don't really sit right to me, but I also had the opportunity to play with textures on this drawing specifically. Then I was watching Koh-Lanta with my mom, and I got inspired by the kind of, I don't know how to translate this in French, but you have to stood on a wooden baton. Then I drew this Olympian-inspired character. You can see that almost every man that I drew, they have
a beard, and I don't know why. It's just so pleasant to draw for me. I just love it. Um, yes. So you can see that I corrected the anatomy and the pose because I learned that le lancer de javelot, it isn't the way I thought in my head it was. I think this drawing is the one that took me the most time, because the time lapse is really long for some reason. There isn't any sort of shading. It's only flat colors because I need to work fast. I have a lot of work to do, and I also have to get my degree. So here is a Pakistani slash Indian inspired superhero. She's wearing a traditional cloth that I don't know the name of in French, so in English, sorry. I think she looks very badass. I love the colors. I think orange looks really good with her skin tone. And I really like this design. I think it's my favorite so far. I also added a new step to my drawing routine. Now I check the values. Yeah, it takes a lot of time because I have to turn on and off the black and white filter on Procreate, and I'm lazy, okay, but I have to check every time because I don't want to have the same value everywhere. Forgot what I said earlier. This one is my favorite. I love the energy of the original sketch, but I still think that I didn't really transfer the energy of the sketch into the final drawing on Procreate. It looks a little flat, you know. The proportions are better than in the sketch, but the energy, I don't know, it's kind of gone. But I still like the drawing. I still think she looks extremely cute. She's going on a camping trip with her husband. I actually drew her husband, but didn't draw it on Procreate for some reason. Here comes my second favorite. I love him. I think he looks great. Like, really. I love the pose, the energy, the face. I don't know why, but now that he's done, his face makes me think of Hodge from Criminal Minds. If you see what I mean, you see what I mean. By the way, did you know that the reason why he wasn't in the seasons after season 8 is because he kicked one of the staff people? Like, what the freak? Here comes the masterpiece. Yes, this one took me the longest. I couldn't figure out his face for some reason. Like, you can see it took me literal hours. Like, it looked weird every time. I wanted to make a psycho, underdeveloped human, you know, the savage human. Freud, Rousseau, French. Okay. But it didn't sit right. Also, the accessories. It took me so long because I changed my mind when I was making it, and then I wanted to make a Viking-inspired character. So I kind of referenced How to Train Your Dragon because I love the costumes. I think they look really great, even if they might not be historically accurate. I don't know. I'm not Viking, but at the end, I think it looks still great. It's not the best. We're far from that, but it looks okay. And I just wanted to end this process of making characters. Okay, I love making characters, but not that much.
Next step. Next step.
That's what I meant by using a tablet because I don't know the name in English for une tablette lumineuse, so I guess it's a light tablet, but it might not be. Correct me in the comments, please. So I basically just traced the drawings that I made on Procreate and then printed out, and that's kind of all. It's kind of a boring process because, I mean, you've already done the artistic thing, you know. So I'm not going to show you the whole process because it takes a lot of time for something that is not really, you know, it doesn't rip you apart, let's say. Now the coloring is a fun part because you need to find kind of the exact same color as what you used on Procreate, which to me is kind of fun because I love organizing my markers. I don't know, it's my little thing. Also, I love using alcohol markers for some reason. It's so satisfying to use. Then I take pictures of the drawings that I made with my Canon camera because it has a great quality. And then I upload it on my laptop, and then I post it on my Tumblr blog dedicated to my portfolio, and that's all. I hope you liked the video. I know it's kind of rushed, but I don't really have that much time. Also, I want to thank you, all of the persons that followed me the last few days. I gained like almost 50 followers in the weekend, so it's kind of, I'm kind of excited. Hope you liked the and I wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Vive le vent, vive le vent, vive le vent d'hiver qui s'en va sifflant, soufflant dans les grands sapins.